Are we live?
We're live.
Woo. We got it. First try, too.
Yep. What's up, guys? This is Dan Wilson, and you're watching ddon.life. I'm here with Coach Jake.
Thank you for having me again. This time, first time live with you.
Absolutely.
Couple time podcast visitor, but first time live. I'm excited.
I am too. I mean, we're maxing out the rig, but it works, and I'm stoked.
There are lots of chords, lots of things. Much more is involved in a live show.
So you had a big day, and we were talking in the kitchen, and you started telling me the story, but then it was like, why don't we just go?
You're like, hold on a second. This needs to be live.
So you were gonna have a big day. You were planning on this day, and you had it.
I was planning on and had a big day.
Yeah.
Yes, today was my max out day for my weight training.
Yeah.
For what I've been not what I've been training for, but it's a testing day for me, just to test myself. Because yesterday at Match Performance was the athlete's day it was max out day 2019, one day a year where they test their weights. So one day a year they get to lift as much as possible in every lift,
Right.
To see where they are, get PRs, all that good stuff.
Yep.
So usually I do it with them because it jacks me up, jacks them up. It's good for a coach to lift the athletes. I think it's cool camaraderie. But this year, too many kids, a lot of chaos. Just I needed to be a control of the atmosphere instead of trying to pump myself up, things like that. So I decided to do it today, the day after max out day. And I knew that if I didn't do it today, I probably wouldn't do it.
Yep.
So I was like, this is the weekend. I have to do it this weekend. And like I was telling you up in the kitchen, like I've been riled up. I've just been pumped up about it for days.
Yeah. So when did you decide that this was going to be your goals? And I mean, you were planning on doing it this day ever since max out day was established.
Right.
You were going to max out.
I knew it's in January.
Right.
I knew I was going to max something out in January.
Yep.
Last year I did just one rep of deadlift, bench press, and loaded pull-ups, just one of each.
Yep.
And so I wanted to contrast that this year with body weight exercises only. So I wanted to do max number of push-ups and max number of pull-ups possible. Just body weight, no weight.
Yep.
Even though my training style has been, it's always a little more fluid and functional, but it's been weights, no push-ups over 20, no pull-ups over 12. So I'm not really training this endurance side of it very much.
Yeah.
So I decided to make these goals probably a week ago, and that really solidify the goals and what I was going to do. I kind of decided that I was going to do push-ups and pull-ups, and some of the athletes get 100, 110 is really good in the gym. Pull-ups, 15, 20 is good. Yeah. 25 a kid got yesterday on his max out day, which was awesome. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go for, let's say 200 push-ups, and I have no idea where I'm at for that. No idea what number I should be getting there. 200 push-ups, and I've done pull-ups max in the past. Just one day, me and a buddy were like, hey, let's get up there, see how many we can get.
Yeah.
So I estimated I'd be around 37 pull-ups today. I was hoping to get. If I got 40, I would be really excited. So my goal was really 240.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
Push-ups and pull-ups. And just so everyone's clear, push-ups continuous, I call hands and feet stay in the same place. And then, as you know, like at MASH when we test, you can do anything in the push-up position. You can go into like a down dog position. You can kind of, squat your feet down a little bit and extend your arms overhead. But you can't let your knees touch, and you can't move your hands and feet. So those are just the two rules. So don't move your hands and feet. Don't let your knees touch the ground. And so those are kind of the rules I abided by. You see a lot of like the world record. Obviously, I got into it a little bit. Like the world record videos, the guys are just like crazy fast, and just like we talked about this the other day, how it's more neuromuscular. Just that path has been repeated so often. So, but I've just did your classic, like not all the way down to the ground with my chest, but to 90 and then straight out.
Got it.
I can do visuals now with the live. We should start doing push-ups on the table. And then a pull-up was just all the way extended down, nose, chin to the bar, somewhere in there.
Okay.
and then back down. So
Yep.
all the way down, all the way up.
Wait, so what grip?
I was in a neutral grip.
That's
Neutral grip, where
Okay.
your thumbs would be pointing at you.
got it.
I was regular grip. I'm okay at when I go really wide. Reverse grip is, a lot of people say that's the easiest way. I think neutral grip is my strongest. That's what I always do when I work out. I feel like it gets the most activation in my lats. We don't have to go into that, but that's why I like it. That's why I keep it. So today was the day when I did it, and I had some work to do at MASH. I went into MASH and had some things to do, so I was like, I'll just do it throughout the day.
Yes.
I'll just kind of get it done leisurely. Like, my competitive spirit is just, it was on the front of my mind as soon as I woke up. I was like, I gotta do this today. I knew today was a competitive day for me.
But that's because you had these numbers in your head for...
I'd been thinking about it for like a week. Yeah.
So you know that moment of truth is going to be this weekend.
Right. And
you're
I'd been like not working out as hard to prepare.
Yeah.
You know, eating different things to try to prepare, drinking a lot of water.
Right.
Just for, 2 sets of push-ups and pull-ups. But so today I was really excited about it. Had a coffee, got into MASH, and I could do nothing but think about it. So I just decided to, start going for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just get into it just the day.
Yeah.
I just started to warm up, jumped on a bike for like 8 minutes. I knew that I had looked into videos of just looked up on YouTube, 200 consecutive push-ups. What does that look like?
Yep.
You know what I mean? What are people doing? And so a challenge had been 10 minutes, 200 push-ups. That was like not common, but a few videos.
But
said,
you have to stay in a plank. Like you have
not
to...
necessarily. They were just doing, if I can do 200 push-ups in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
They were just like,
So you can
any
take a
way you
break.
can do it.
You can
They
take a break.
They could take a break,
Got it.
whatever.
Yeah.
I was just looking at what's the time frame here? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured 10 minutes would be about right, even though I'm not really breaking. I think that because if you just stay in a high plank, that's tiring enough. Like, you almost just want to keep doing push-ups.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just still getting fatigued the whole time. So I figured 10 minutes would be about right. So I was on the bike, and I started making a playlist, 3 songs long.
Yes.
3-minute songs. Was kind of getting into it. And
So you were giving yourself 10 minutes.
to do these push-ups, really, I was giving myself 10 minutes, but they were, 3.5-minute songs.
But that's
I
why
figured that-
3.5-minute songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a 4th one on there, too.
Got
But
it.
just the first
Just in
3 were
case.
just in case.
All
There
right.
was 4 songs on the playlist. But I figured that 10 minutes, even in just a high plank, is hard enough. So I was like, I don't know if I'll even be able to make it that long.
Yeah.
So got on the bike, did some rotator cuff work, did some band stuff, got all warmed up, broke a sweat because I've never done 200 repetitions before. That's like an endurance side of me that I really don't have.
Yeah.
So I knew I needed to get my heart rate going to kind of feel a sweat. Knew I was going to be sweating. Started to psych myself up, got like the tingly fingers like before a competition, before a game. Felt the whole spectrum of emotions for
Right.
the competition side of things. And then I just was like mentally, should I do it? Should I go now? Should I wait for these people to be out of the room? It's like, screw it. Put my GoPro down, like hit the button and put my AirPods in. And the first song, so I put my AirPods in, press play, and it's Rocky theme song right away. Because what do you think of when you hear Gonna Fly Now? Is that
It's
it?
gonna fly now. It's training. You think of one-arm push-ups. You think of the running through the streets with the kids.
Running through the snow with
Yeah.
logs on your back.
Exactly.
Yep. So that's the first song I had on
Have
there.
you used that song? Is that a go-to song?
No,
Okay.
no. It's I actually just picked from the songs on my phone, which are pretty much only to get me like pumped up.
Yeah.
Because if there's no Wi-Fi at a gym, or like if I go somewhere to train, I don't have music. I don't really like that. So,
Right.
but I don't use the playlist very often because I always have Wi-Fi. I always have Spotify to keep me guessing. So these are kind of like my staples.
Got it.
But I've never used it as a Maxwell playlist, so it was interesting to put it together. Rocky, Gonna Fly Now, 3.5 minutes almost on the dot, I think. And got through it good. Then Riot came on. And not first of all, but I wasn't counting the whole time. Started counting through 50, and then I decided, like, it's kind of hindering my mentality. Like, I
'Cause
can't
you're
really
recording.
focus on...
Yeah.
I'm recording it. I can watch it.
Right.
I'll need 10 minutes to recover. I'll just watch it and see what I got.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give it everything I have, and hopefully it's 200. You know, I'm just gonna go until I can't do anymore because that's max out day. That's what you're supposed to do.
So you lost count.
After 50, I had
After
no
50,
idea.
you completely.
I had no idea. I knew I was doing 5 at a time.
That's
at times,
crazy. Yeah.
And then just sitting there. But after 50, yeah, I didn't count.
Because I think I don't know, but if in your head you're like, you get to, yeah, I'm talking for myself.
Yeah.
If I got to like, 105, I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm not supposed
Yeah.
to be able to do
Yeah.
105, and then it works against you. But if you're just with the mentality of you're going to go until you can't,
Yep.
maybe it's a good thing.
Maybe I would have stopped when I got to 200.
I don't think so.
So the next song was Riot by,
I don't know.
it's a rock and roll
Would I
band.
be able to recognize it, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start a riot. Riot. It almost sounds like a Five Finger Death Punch, but it's not that. And then a EDM song called Louder by Flux Pavilion. It's an old song, but I like how it sounds.
Yeah.
To finish it out, so that was good. That it helped a couple times. I was like kind of like banging my head to the song as I was doing push-ups. So I really do think the music helps.
So that playlist, you were on point.
I thought I was on point. Yeah,
Okay.
I was happy with it. I did black out for like, not black out, but just like didn't recognize the music at all. Like thinking back about doing the push-ups, there's only a couple times, but I do remember being like,
Yeah.
good song.
Yeah.
So I got done, and I have a video of the first 30 seconds and then the last 30 seconds. And it's funny because I'm just like really confident in the first 30. And then on 280, 281, and then on 290, I just and I just buckle down and fall over. And
290.
290. Roll on my back and just sweating profusely. I'm just, my triceps, man. And I think I felt my pec like it had to be around 200 because it was about 2/3 through. My pec it felt like someone had just stapled it. I was like, oh. And I just had to keep going through it. And then my triceps started to kick in. And now still like drinking this LaCroix, it hurts. I feel it. Biceps and triceps because pull-ups were
Scotty,
next.
290.
I'll put
So
a
all right,
video up
that's
somewhere.
so. Did you watch the video right away?
I was so curious. I didn't
Yeah.
know if I won yet, if I had beat myself yet.
Yep.
So I immediately, as I was just huffing and puffing, and I put this on, and I put like a really calming music in because I was really pumped up. I put a calming song on and watched the video, and just was counting and counting, and the video was somehow the video was like 10 minutes and 45 seconds long. And I knew there was a buffer between resting at the end and dying and like just getting out in front of the camera and starting.
Yeah.
So it was about almost exactly 10 minutes. It was like 10 minutes and 5 seconds.
Did you finish the playlist, or you were into the fourth song?
Yeah, I finished the playlist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Four songs you went
And that
through.
actually helped. No, sorry, 3 songs.
3 songs.
I finished the 3 songs.
Okay.
But the third song was actually pushing me. I was like, don't stop till this song is over. You know what I mean? Like, I just had to find something to drive me to keep going.
Right.
So I was watching the video, and about 6 minutes in, I got to 200. And I was like, whoa, there's still 4 minutes left of this video. But I knew it was going to slow down because I knew my pace that I had been going at.
Yeah.
So I was like, how many more am I going to get? Just watching like a video of myself that I just did. It was cool. And then ended at 290. Yep. So
Fuck.
I'm very happy that didn't count. I think that helped me tremendously. I think I might have stopped around 200 if I would have got it, because it hurt. Yeah.
It hurt.
Like, it hurt from 100 on.
It's a mental wall.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about numbers.
Yeah.
You weren't. You were concentrating on
Right.
going until you can't.
Right. And I preach to athletes, like, what are the reps? It doesn't matter. Just go until you feel that, you know what I mean, you're sufficiently working that muscle group.
Right.
So I don't do that very often myself.
It's a different point of focus.
Uh-huh.
If you're focusing on a number versus a feeling.
And at like 49, 50, I was like kind of losing count because my brain was going in and out, and I was like, is that 52 or 3? And then my mind is going somewhere else. I'm like, fuck it.
Right.
I'm just going to not count anymore and just go until I can't.
So you were stoked. You counted 290,
Yeah, I was stoked. Yep.
and you got the video.
I got the video, and then I was like, I am dead.
Yeah.
I was just dead. And so I knew I needed to take some time before pull-ups because that required, like, I got up probably 20 minutes after the push-ups. I got up and hung on a bar, just like, all right, let's start to get mentally ready for this.
Right.
Hung on the bar, and my triceps were just like shooting lightning bolts down my triceps. I was like, oh, God,
Yeah.
what am I going to do? I needed to get it done in the
Because
next
now you have
hour.
to do 37 pull-ups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like voodoo floss my shoulders, got the fresh blood flow going.
What's that? What's the voodoo?
Voodoo floss is imagine so a roll, it's just a roll of like a rubber band that's really thick, probably like 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
And it's just rolled up. It's like a fruit roll up that's 8 feet long.
Yeah.
And a big black, band just rolled up. And it's what you do is you wrap it around your joints. It's just blood restriction therapy.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So you just wrap it around your joints for 2 minutes. You do motions, get your range of motions going, and then when you whip it off, it feels great. Feels like you got a new arm. I mean, not really. It didn't really work that well today for me.
Yeah.
But I gave it a shot. Started to drink like some BCAAs, trying to replenish me and get a bunch of water and a couple bananas. Just figuring out whatever I could do.
Yep.
And then I started to chalk up the bar. Put a bunch of chalk on the bar so I don't slip. Figure all my grip out and everything. Do a couple, like probably.
Did you use the bar that goes like?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, with the multi-grip
Right.
handles.
I guess that's the only one, or
the end ones that had the Magnum racks have it
right,
as well.
or the middle one that it's more like it's not like this, it's like this.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
but
yeah. You can also grab 2 pull-up bars that go this way.
Ah, right.
And grab that way. That
Yeah.
seems good too. But anyway. Started to chalk up the bar, get ready. I probably did a total of like 15 warm-up pull-ups, just sporadically, just like, am I going to pull up this way?
Yep.
What happens if I get tired this way?
Right.
And the biggest thing usually is grip that goes because you're hanging for so long. So it probably took me I think it was a good hour and some change between the two, between the push-ups and pull-ups. It was probably an hour. I'd guess an hour. Got the GoPro like set up in a spot that I liked. Some people were standing like right in front of the pull-up bar that I was about to do it at, and I knew I was gonna like get some grunts in and kind of look insane.
Yeah.
Because I kind of get into it mentally.
Who was at MASH?
Just some baseball families.
God.
We're kind of standing on the turf, looking
Right.
the other way, not
Yep,
looking.
yep.
But I was just like, hey, excuse me. I told them I had to take some photos of the gym, so I pulled the curtain.
Got it.
That worked.
Perfect.
So got people out of the way, got in my own head for a little bit, and then I put on Lose Yourself by Eminem. Just a classic, like, dan, 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 dan. Just kind of got me going, head bobbing, getting into it. And it's like a 5-minute song, so I knew I could wait for the chorus. Now, the pull-ups only take I think it took me 1:20 to do all of them.
That's not that long.
Not that long. So you don't need a playlist. You just need one great song.
Right.
So I put that on.
Because unlike push-ups, your grip will give out. In a
Yeah.
push-up, you can downward dog.
Yep, and some of the weight's in your legs, some of the weight's on your feet, and you can.
Right.
Yeah. And then pull up, you're just lifting
It's
up
all
as much
on
as you weigh.
exactly.
It's all in your hands.
So you got to get it done. You got to get it done.
Yeah, you got to get it done with quick, otherwise your grip is going to go out.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to hang for like a challenge, at like a beach, they would give you like $100 if you can hang for 100 seconds.
Really?
It's hard to like hang for a couple minutes
Right.
for anyone. So I was going to go with the speedy approach for this one. I knew I needed to go fast, but it's tough to go all the way down and come right back up. Whatever. So I got up there. I felt pretty fatigued almost right away. I was like, okay, we got to push through it though. I got to 15, 20, 25. I took a break. I was like, all right, I don't know more I can muster out. We do a couple at a time, just burning. My triceps are burning again. I'm at 27. I get to 30, and I somehow mustered out 36. So one short of my goal, and obviously rewatching the video, like hindsight, I did like my 36, and then I just immediately, I got up and I immediately just like dropped.
Yeah.
And watching the video, I literally go, "Come on, Jake, you could have got another one." Like, yeah.
Right.
But I know what I felt up on the bar was complete failure. Like, once I get this one, I'm done.
Exactly.
But watching it, I go, come on.
It's
man,
just
you got
like
another
doing cold exposure when people are watching from the warm house. You know, you can't
Oh,
feel
that's
the
not so
cold.
bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. So ended with 36 pull-ups. I was happy. I was happy for
That's
sure because I
awesome,
know
dude.
that if I go in fresh,
Jesus.
I might go in fresh soon and try to get 40 because I felt like I could do it
Yeah.
on some fresh arms.
Right. What if you started with pull-ups?
Yeah, but that's the whole game too. That's the name of the game. On a weightlifting competition, you have to start with deadlift, then you bench, then you squat. You know, or
Got
you
it,
bench.
yeah.
So it's part of the game. But it was fun. It was a big day. I was very fulfilled afterwards. I felt good. I love the.
I mean, you just destroyed the push-ups.
I destroyed myself. Yeah, I'm hurting. But it was too. I never thought I'd get close to.
Are
300.
you gonna train tomorrow?
Am I gonna work out tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do legs.
Got it.
Yeah. But now 300 is the.
300 push-ups.
Yeah, and then maybe 500. I don't know. I feel like I could start training not for it, but just. It'd be cool to do it every once in a while.
Dude, that would be amazing.
I did a couple years ago. I was trying to get like 500,000 push-ups in a year,
Yeah.
and I would do like 1,000 push-ups a day.
Wow.
But it would take hours.
every day.
Every day for like a week, I was on a huge kick. I did like 4 weeks of it total before I ended at like 20,000, and I was like, it just can't.
That's such a long-term goal.
Yeah, it's so long. Yeah.
Oh
And I
my
was-
God.
Yeah, it was like you would have had to do. That's what, like 1,500 push-ups a day,
Yeah.
around 12 something a day, and it was just after I got to that week of 1,000s, I was like, man, this is crazy. But I think I could.
Dude, 300, I mean, 300's practically there, right? 290.
Yeah. Yeah, then obviously after I watched the push-up one, I was like,
It's a
come on, you got to
mental
290. I wish you would have been counting so you get to 3.
Oh, right.
300 would be
Don't-
cool.
If you would have thought I only have 10 left and I hit 300,
Maybe.
maybe.
I don't know. If someone would have told me, dude, you're at 290.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
But you don't want to know when you're at 2. Because then it's like,
Yeah, I still have 100 in the tank.
right. You didn't necessarily know.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, awesome day, man. I'm blown away. I'm blown away, and now it makes me want to train harder because you rocked it. And
was fun.
Scotty,
Scotty's going to
290,
hear it. Scotty's going to hear it.
36 pull-ups.
I think
What do you-
Scotty's got a chance of getting my pull-ups, man.
Yeah,
That guy can pull.
He's a savage with the pull.
We should have you guys do it. We should have you guys test a little bit
wanna-
this week.
I like that test. I like the body weight test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing bodyweight squats. What do you think that would turn into? Thousands?
I have no idea.
How do you you break down and just can't stand up anymore? I was thinking about doing that today, but maybe.
I mean, it
another-
would
maybe another
probably
day.
take a long. I mean, it would probably kind of
take a
maybe
very long
annoying just because you have to do so many reps.
Right.
But I don't, the video's gonna be long.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long rep.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's worth trying though.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun.
All right, man. Well, awesome job, and thanks for doing the cast. First live video.
Thanks for having me on.
Hit subscribe. There's gonna be a lot more of this. A lot more with Nick Ulrich, who's just passed by. Thanks for watching.
See
Jake,
ya.
thank you.
Thank you.